The calm before the storm.
I'll see you in Liechtenstein.
Lawsuit, I think, is misguided. In fact, the United States is the only country on the planet that has suggested XRP is a security. The idea that XRP is a security, it has traded out there for 8 years. You know, it's kind of like, well, if it was a security, I guess we should have known that a long time ago.
Yep, that's it. A little bit to the left. A little bit to the left. You know, if you want more XRP, you got to go to the right for that. Yep, that's it. Keep coming. Keep coming. A little bit more. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours in Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. Remember yesterday's episode we talked about, yeah, you know, the markets are in the green, but the 7-day returns are all in the red. But now we are in the sea of red. We are drowning in it. And in today's episode, I'm going to just show you how bullish you should actually be right now, okay? As you guys could see, everything is bleeding, and I love it. If you're holding, you got nothing to worry about. If you're trading right now, all I could say is I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to be doing because the dips we're about to see, the positions that we could legendary be in here, literally legendary to be in here at these generational bottom attempts that are going to be made in these crypto markets right now. And we can all agree that the markets are purely manipulated on a scale that no human, well, human can, but the regular average human can control, okay? We cannot move markets on a scale that they're gonna move the markets. Right now, retail is tapped out, but right now we should be accumulating as much as we can.
I think what's really important is that any digital asset to be valuable has to be serving an actual use case. It can't just be speculation. That's the way you see it. It's a long-term play, has to have value, can't just be a store of value for store of value's sake.
You know, it doesn't change it a lot. You know, we take a long-term view and always have taken that long-term view. And so
that's the way you see it. It's a long-term play.
You know, I really actually genuinely do take a long view. And if we take that long view, I'm very optimistic and we execute well, and others in the XRPL ecosystem.
Remember the last dip that we saw? This was the bottom, July 7th, 2024, when XRP came down to 41 cents. Bitcoin was at 55,000. And this created bottoms for many digital assets. Not Ethereum. Ethereum's 3,000 and Ethereum right now is, I'm pretty sure, 3,000. It's actually less than that. So what I'm trying to say here is the potential dip that we may see, which we're going to get into in a moment, we cannot stop it. They're calling for it. Everybody's calling for a massive Q4 event to happen that is going to take these crypto markets skyrocketing. But every single one of us that have been educated in the sector know this crypto ecosystem is going to reverse very heavily. And right now we are actually about to breach the $2 trillion mark. Okay, so I think we're going to dip below 3 trillion, 100% today. I think Bitcoin, and obviously this is not something that you guys want to hear, the markets have done a complete 180. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm positioning in here, because right now we do have the trade open on 2bit with our BNB trade and our XRP trade that we got in at $1.80. I'm going to be placing some entry prices that are going to be around $1.80, that are going to be around $1.50 potentially. We don't know when this bottom is going to be. But remember when XRP dropped down to $1.18, 99% of you guys didn't catch that bottom and bought decent bags, okay? So right now, put some limit orders in. Because what's about to happen in the markets, we can't do anything. But we could all see it coming to the downside. And even if it doesn't, listen, there is no losers here. Just hodl until this market is mature enough. Because right now, this market is still immature, okay? And once we see it pick up and actually serve up to its real purpose, some of these digital assets that are traded at these prices right now they should be illegal. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it should be illegal to buy these digital assets at these prices. Okay, just hodl. And I know you guys don't like this feeling, seeing the charts bleed, watching the market turn red, wondering, if all this research, all the nights you stayed up learning XRP, about liquidity, about utility, about tokenization actually matters. But listen carefully. This is the part that separates the ones who make it from the ones who fold, okay? Every single thing we've learned in this community, the infrastructure, the corridors, the liquidity engines, the regulatory momentum that is gaining up right now. Again, that's another big reason everyone's scratching their head saying, wow, regulatory is so good towards crypto and it's performing awful, right? None of that, disappears just because of, these weekly or daily or 4-hour candles, okay? The fundamentals are still there. So people who keep, showing up to work every day, people that are still stacking every single day, people who don't let their emotions dictate their long-term vision, those are the ones who are going to win. And the description of an individual that I just named, many of you guys were that person, okay? Literally 4 years ago, 5 years ago, if you have been accumulating since then. You showed up every single day. You were stacking every single day, and you did not let your emotions dictate your long-term holdings for XRP. And everybody that has been accumulating under sub 50 cents, okay, we're talking mass accumulation that took place by these community members, we're all still zero panic. Sky's the limit, okay? Nobody loses by holding, understand that. What you're feeling right now is pressure, and pressure only hurts when you're not ready. Okay, but you are ready. The entire community is ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I could say right now is just stay focused, stay accumulating. You might be wondering, hey, 24, I'm running out of powder. I need to accumulate, but I don't have funds. Okay, try to get a second job if you can. Ask for cash jobs. Be a busboy for a couple weeks, or even if you could generate a $500, $1,000 extra. If it's snowing in your area, go shovel snow for $10, $5. Be the cheapest. Be the cheapest. You're still accumulating. I remember I was literally shoveling snow in 2018. It was incredible. And I would ask for 20, and if they said no, I would say 10. And I remember I made like $150 in one night, and it just feels so good. Okay. It's like it's shovel and 2 feet and 2 hands is all you need. Hey, that rhymed. But yeah, hopefully snow picks up, okay? But never don't be shy to go knock on people's door. You're doing absolutely nothing. And 99% of the times they answer the door, okay? That's the thing. A lot of people might get scared by knocking on doors that people won't answer or you won't get what you want. But 99% of the times, people actually do answer the door. It is remarkable. Anyway, everybody that's, staying calm right now will look like a genius. That's it. That's all you need right now. You need a little bit of, if you really don't understand crypto, what can we tell these individuals? Because their time is running out. And you may be saying, oh, you're saying time is running out for the past year. Listen, we're already at a different stage where XRP is not at 50 cents anymore. So that mass accumulation on 50 cents below is not going to happen. You are racing against time. You do not know what XRP's price is going to do, but you do know that everybody in the industry is preparing for this crypto ecosystem to blow up. It's something that you cannot stop. Once the value comes into the infrastructure, it's going to scale these systems, it's going to scale these protocols, and it's going to scale the native assets that are being leveraged on these protocols, okay? Understand the importance of that. What really bothers me is I can't believe this is actually happening in terms of they're going to have this bloody Mary, and then they're going to reverse it. It's going to be, folks, all I got to say is just wait until you see what's going to happen. And I'm not trying to hype you up, but you're going to see stuff that, wow, it's just going to be a very, very different mindset, different community at that point. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into what I am doing right now with these trades, okay? So we have right now currently BNB trade and an XRP trade open right now. So we are projecting, right now the charts do not look good. All across the board, the charts do not look good. So I'm going to put some entries for XRP and also for other coins. So I'm gonna open, because I already have an XRP trade open right now on 2bit under USDT. I'm gonna go use the USDC perpetuals, okay? And where you get to there is you go to futures, and then when you go to futures, you'll get the option for USDT and USDC perpetuals. So it's not working right now for me clearly, but let's get into the USDC portal. And I'm not in that portal. Let's go to futures. Hover over there, USDC perpetual. And then I'm going to go for XRP. I'm sure they have XRP. Where did it go? USDC to ADA link, Solana, Bitcoin. They do have XRP right there. XRP, USDC. So I'm going to put 2 entries here, 2 limit entries with a high risk play here, because we're going to catch these potential bottoms that are going to be created right now in these markets. I'm going to obviously raw take, no edits here. And let's go to, I want to get a better idea of these charts. Let's go to the 1 hour. And yeah, I mean, it's not looking good, folks. We got to be real here. We could potentially, if you want to even play it safe, even putting a limit order at $1.50 with some leverage, or even $1.20, you could put multiple entries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 entries. One I'm going to put at 151, or just 150. We'll do 150 if that fills. Let's see. We're going to do limit order, leverage. We're going to keep this one. This is going to be different. So do not do the 75 leverage. Do not even do 25. 25 is really high as well. I would stay minimum, even 5 is too much. But these are, remember the tactics I told you that I do it. I don't use a lot of margin. So let's see if we get into at limit order at $1.50. 150. Perfect. We'll put a 1 there too. And we're going to do the size. It won't let us do much when we're doing 75 leverage. So you can't even go in here with like $1,000 and max lev. It will not let you do that. Max bid here is 250. Margin. Okay, margin, we're going to use 300. We're going to long at 150. So there is a limit long order here at 150. Last time it came down to $1.16. I'm going to put another entry at, maybe if I could keep an eye on it, but you got to keep an eye on these markets, folks. Again, this could reverse right now and never look back. That's the thing. That's why mass accumulation time is running out. You don't know what's going to happen at any of the, from November to the next couple of months. We're going to see a massive move. Okay, and for the ones that laugh and say it's not going to happen, that's fine. You're just going to see the price appreciate crazy, and then I don't know what you're going to think about saying at that time, but let it be. But for this one, let's go $1.80. With this one, I only have $195 margin left here, so $1.80 entry, open long. Let's go. When you place an order, if the total positions are pending orders, the contract exceeds the current risk. Okay, so with this high risk, I wouldn't be able to do that. So one order here for XRP at 150. I'm going to do that with another couple other coins. If we go to USDT, even Bitcoin right now, if we get into Bitcoin, this is USDT. Bitcoin, let's see how low this could potentially go right now. I mean, Bitcoin is going to have a huge bounce at 74 if it comes down here. Is it possible? I mean, we've seen Bitcoin come down, 12,000, 15,000 in one day. So 100% possible. But this is a solid level of foundation and support here at 74,000. So even between 77,000 could be, another 10,000 move to the downside could be in the picture. It's in motion. I'm looking at the charts right now, and honestly, you don't want to hear it, but it looks like it's going to be coming down. Everything points towards it. Every chart, every political event that's happening right now. Regardless of the policies that are getting passed, it's not fully implemented yet. But even if you put an entry here again at 78,000, we're going to put a limit order here. Isolate not 102. You know what? Just for this one, no. I don't want this video again too long, but we're going to do a live for this. If you want to take advantage of the deposit bonuses for 2bit, the links are in the description down below. And there is an exclusive event for XRP. So you guys can go ahead and read out the trading dash that's located in the description down below for 2bit. But if you want to deposit and earn the trial funds. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And we'll be back with another video.
They told us dream small, but we had the stars in mind. While they chased hype, we studied time. In the noise we found the signal. Brad knew just what to do. Now XRP hums like jazz, running smooth and true. Money's changing, systems bend, ripple flow into the end. Truth is quiet, bold and deep. We salute the ones who lose no sleep. Salute to the minds that built this chain. Salute, salute through the trials, through the pain. Salute, salute to the calm, to the wise. Salute 100 in our eyes. Bitcoin maxis yell on stage, stuck in loops they call belief, while XRPL just clears the way. No delay, no grief. They hoard coins like dusty gold, but we got utility in every fold. The future ain't loud, it's steady breathing. Real ones know what's worth believing. It ain't hype, it's code and soul. We salute the ones who see the whole. Salute to the builders, to the flow. Salute, salute where the real ones choose to go. Salute, salute to the heart, to the plan. Salute, XRP will lead the land. Value don't lie, and truth don't shake. Let the whole world break, we remake. Strategic reserve, written in stars. XRP gonna take us far. So here's to the signal, clear and bright. To the dreamers who held on tight. No matter the storm, no matter the fight. Salute, we rise with the light.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.